We are now at day 4 of understanding how to master your camera, and you've pretty well learnt 99% of everything. The relationship between ISO, f-stop and shutter speed is like our little aperture triangle, and it goes a long way to being able to expose your image in any lighting condition. But sometimes it's hard to know which setting to change first, because it starts to seem like they all do something similar when exposing your image. So let's talk about it. The first thing you always need to consider is, what is your main idea for the image? Or what do you need to be included? Let's use a portrait of me, for example. The key things or aims that I would want is a blurry background, no motion blur, so freeze me in motion, and to keep it as clean as possible, so no grain or noise. So for these 3 key things, I know that I can sort of ballpark some settings. For the blurry background, I know I can set my aperture quite low, maybe like 1.4. For the shutter speed, I can change that to stop the motion, and so we can set it to around 1/200th of a second. And to make it clear as possible, I want to try and keep my ISO as low as possible too, so that no grain or noise comes into the image. And so I might start at around 400 ISO. And here you can see what that looks like. Then all you need to do is fine-tune those settings, making small adjustments to get the correct exposure for what your idea really was. So all you need to do is just continue practicing those 3 settings, and over time you'll start to really understand how to expose your images correctly. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow for another tips and tricks.